Here.
Here.
Any conflict of interest statements?
No, ma'am.
None for me. Approval of the minutes of the meeting of October 2nd,
I recommend approval.
and I concur. Okay. Number 5, bid openings. I see none. Number 6, matters from other department heads or their representatives.
Just a quick update, if that's okay. Hammond Avenue is currently closed. We are expecting to reopen tomorrow. The contractor asked if they could keep it closed until Monday morning. Otherwise, they have to do a lot of work to get it open for the weekend and then take it all back out again. We've coordinated with the federal courthouse and with HAST, so they're aware of what's going on. And just wanted to let you know that we're going to extend that for a couple days.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Number 7, Mr. Luna, would you mind muting for us?
Yes.
Number 7, letter A, correspondence received from William Short, Chief of Police, recommending the approval of Julian Gonzalez to be appointed as a probationary member effective October 9th, 2025, submitted for approval.
I recommend Chief Short's request.
And I concur. Letter B, correspondence received from Bernard Grizzolia, Fire Chief, recommending approval of the letter of resignation from probationary officer Orlando Martinez, or probationary fireman Orlando Martinez, effective October 5th, 2025, submitted for approval.
I recommend the Chief's request.
And I concur. Letter C, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting the approval of $493,685.37 of CIB funding be allocated for the Hammond Avenue reconstruction Phase 2 for construction engineering with American Structure Point with Hammond's local match equaling $98,737.07. The contract was previously executed.
CIB met on Monday, approved the funding for the project. It's 80-20 match from NDOT, NERC. Ask you to approve as presented.
Okay. I recommend approval.
And I concur.
Thank you.
Letter D, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting approval of $17,925 of CIB funding be allocated for the invoices from site services for the asphalt patch made on 121st between Lincoln Avenue and Atchison Avenue.
CIB met on Monday to approve the funding allocation. We had to do some resurfacing work on 121st to ask for your approval.
I recommend approval.
And I concur.
Thank you.
Letter E, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting the approval of $6,643.14 of CIB funding be allocated to evaluate the electrical system at the Dan Raven Plaza with Hawk Enterprises.
So about 6 weeks or so ago, we had an event downtown and recognized the limitations at the plaza at the Dan Raven bus station. And so I asked Hawk to go out there and evaluate the condition, and this is the work that they've done to determine what needs to be completed. And so we're putting together a scope of work to go out for quotes to actually make the repairs. So this is an actual invoice amount. I asked, CIB approved the funding on Monday. I asked for your approval.
I recommend approval.
And I concur.
Thank you.
Letter F, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting the approval of $3,210 of CIB funding be allocated for the Hammond Avenue reconstruction Phase 2 and change order number 1 with American Structure Point.
So this is the local match only because we make that payment to NDOT directly, and they manage the overall project. This was for water service line that needed to be changed at the request of the water department. CIB approved the funding on Monday and asked for your approval.
I recommend approval.
And I concur.
Thank you.
Letter G, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting the approval of $1,806 of CIB funding be allocated for the road safety audit, Hammond Avenue at Gosselin Street, and corresponding memorandum of understanding.
NERC's invited local public agencies to submit on problematic intersections. Hammond and Gosselin was ranked 7th worst intersection in the city. through our Comprehensive Safety Action Plan. Last year, NERC helped us do 3 intersections that were in worse condition. That included Columbia Avenue at 150th, Michigan, and 173rd. So this is the 20% match portion, and we have a memorandum for you to consider. CIB approved the funding on Monday. I'd ask for your approval.
I recommend approval.
And I concur.
Thank you.
Letter H, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting the approval of $20,284.65 of CIB funding be allocated for the 165th and State Line improvements and change order numbers 1 and 2 prepared by First Group Engineering.
The bulk of this is a balancing change order correcting to actual quantities. There's a change order number 1 was additional edge grinding. I needed the motorists to recognize that they're departing the roadway. And you'll see this on the highway from occasions. If you start to leave the roadway, you hit the rumble on the edge. So we improved that. That was one of the small portions of that work. I think that was change order number 1. CIB met Monday to approve the funding. I'd ask for your approval of the change order and the funding allocation, please.
Okay.
I recommend approval.
And I concur.
Thank you.
Letter H, or did we just do letter H? Did we? Okay. All right, we're on I. Correspondence received from Dean Button requesting the approval of $33,366 of CIB funding be allocated for the Columbia Avenue resurfacing and change order number 1 prepared by United Consulting.
This is about railroad coordination. The project, we recognized, we had the contractor in hand that we had to get railroad permits. We had flagging required. There was some time for the contractor because of the flagman arriving late. CIB met Monday to approve the funding allocation. I'd ask for your approval of the change order and the funding allocation.
I recommend approval.
And I concur.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Correspondence received from Dean Button requesting the approval of $36,833.58 of CIB funding be allocated for the Little Calumet River Bridge project and change order number 2 prepared by Aegis.
Aegis, yes. So this is a balancing change order. I think there was a little bit additional work related to like a subgrade cut around the old church for proper foundation for the bridge. But it's basically a balancing change order to close out the project. CIB approved the funding on Monday, and so I'd ask for your approval of the change order and the funding allocation.
I recommend approval.
And I concur.
Thank you.
Okay. Letter K, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting the approval of $10,789 of CIB funding to be allocated for the Fayette curb and change order number 1 prepared by Nice Engineering.
Yeah, this is the 400 block of Fayette right in front of Moto Tiki. We realized that we probably shouldn't be planting grass right in front, so we're switching from grass to stamped concrete. CIB met Monday, approved the funding allocation. I'd ask for your approval of both change order number 1 and the funding allocation.
Okay. Dean, we noticed a discrepancy. We have $10,789. This has $10,780. Are we going with the one on the? Okay, 780. 780. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna just make a change. The approval will be for $10,780.
And I recommend approval.
And I concur.
Thank you.
Letter L, correspondence received from Nice Engineering recommending the approval to award the quote for the Ridge Street and Howard Avenue Guardrail Project to Specialist Company LLC, who was the lowest responsible quoter in the amount of $18,500.
Several weeks ago, this board opened quotes for this project. This came through a resident complaint to the mayor's office. The mayor asked for us to move forward with this. So eastbound traffic on Ridge, when they occasionally miss the turn onto Howard, it's a natural right turn. So the resident asked for some way to protect their property. This was the method chosen. Administration agreed. CIB met on Monday to approve the funding allocation. I'd ask for your approval of the funding allocation and the quotation from the contractor.
I recommend approval on both.
And I concur.
Thank you.
Letter M, correspondence received from Milestone requesting to close northbound lanes of Homan Avenue beginning at the south approach of Douglas Street and continuing to north of Clinton Street. Close the east approach of Clinton Street and will maintain one-lane traffic each direction on the west side of Homan Avenue, effective October 10th, 2025 through November 30th, 2025.
So this is going to push to Monday, so I would ask that it be made for the 12th. Important points are that traffic will be maintained in one lane in each direction on Holman, but that the east approach at Clinton is going to be closed. We're making alternative access plans for the bank, because, and I'm sorry, I can't remember which bank that is, but they use Clinton Street towards the federal courthouse to get into the bank. We're providing an alternate access so that they will still be able to maintain access into and out of the bank. This helps us move forward with Phase 2 of Holman Avenue reconstruct, take us through basically the end of the construction season. I'd ask for your approval.
All right, so I recommend approval effective the October 12th through the November 30th.
Okay. And I concur.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Letter N, correspondence received from Controller's Office requesting the approval of the agreement with New Healthy Me and Occupational Health Services, Power Health, to administer flu shots on October 22nd, 2025.
I recommend approval.
And I concur. Letter O, correspondence received from St. John Bosco Catholic School requesting to close 171st Place between Columbia and Magnolia on October 24th, 2025, from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. for their annual trunk or treat event.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with that.
Okay.
Okay. I recommend approval.
And I concur. Number 8, matters from board members from, you got anything?
No, how about you?
No, feel a little bit rest there.
I know this is the rest of the day.
Okay.
Yes.
Number 9, new business. Letter A, funding allocation request form requesting $68,654 of 5th District Gaming Fund to be allocated for the Dowling Park Pond work submitted for approval.
All good. I recommend approval.
And I concur.
Bless you.
Bless you. Letter B, contract for demolition services with Acton Contracting LLC for the following properties. $8,300 for 424 Goslin Street, also known as 4504 Toll. $6,200 for 4626 Johnson Avenue in the rear. $6,550 for 4636 Toll Avenue for the front and garage, submitted for approval.
These properties were properly bid out, and you've already approved the bids. These are just the contracts. I've requested its approval as presented, please.
Okay. I recommend approval.
And I concur.
Thank you, sir. And ma'am.
Letter C, right-of-way permits, there are 7, received from engineering, submitted for approval.
Yes, good morning, Board.
Good morning.
So there's several for NIPSCO Gas Services, NIPSCO light pole replacement, like we've been doing, a couple of concrete, so I recommend approval.
Yep. I recommend approval.
And I concur.
Thank you.
Letter D, disposal authorization received from the Hammond Police Department, submitted for approval.
We're good?
Yep.
All right. I recommend approval.
And I concur. Request for rental registration hearing, submitted for approval.
I recommend we set this for October 16th.
And I concur. Letter F, garage sale permit, submitted for approval.
Yep. Okay. I recommend approval.
And I concur. Letter G, request for gas station exemption hearing for Citgo Gas, 3550 169th Street.
Good morning. Mr. Yaney is also present for the owner. He's online on Zoom. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning. I'll keep the background noise to a minimum here.
Thank you. Well, you're good, though. No
Problem
background
with that.
noise at this point. So Mr. Novak's here with me as well. He's given a favorable recommendation regarding the property. We do have some current photos that I'm presenting to the board. The biggest concern is really the pothole. There's a couple potholes that need some addressing. I believe Mr. Yaney is aware of that, and he has spoken with the owner so that those will be addressed in the near future. But outside of that, the city does not have an objection to the extension for the exemption. Tom, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think you covered it, yeah. The potholes came through on a Hammond 311 complaint, so, it was something that someone out there is concerned about, not just us, so.
And then I don't know if Mr. Yaney has anything on behalf of the owners.
No, nothing further, but I will definitely, you advised me of the potholes. I will look into that. Thank you.
Okay.
I recommend approval.
And I concur.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
letter H, agreement for
Thank you.
patrol. Sorry, Mr. Yaney. Letter H, agreement for patrol and enforcement by the Hammond Police Department of parking restrictions for property located at 1812 through 28 165th Street, submitted for approval.
Good morning to the board again. The city received a request from the owner who was having some issues with enforcement of overnight truck parking as well as just day truck parking. There was somebody with an RV out there kind of hanging out for an extended period of time, and they requested, pursuant to the city's ordinance and state statute, we have the right to contract with a private entity such as the property owner here. I believe it's called Woodmar Plaza LLC, yes, to have a private agreement, an agreement signed by the private property owner with the city to allow the police department to enforce and put signage up that will inform people that they can't park there and they're subject to ticket and tow. If the board approves this agreement, which I'm requesting its approval, I'd request that Linda record this agreement today so that enforcement can begin.
I recommend approval.
And I concur. Moving to number 10, letter A, status for 1728 Stanton, front and garage.
All right, Mr. Pollock's here with me this morning on many of these properties. I think we may have some owners online, so we'll go through these in order. 1728 Stanton, I'm going to present the board with some photos.
A little bit farther.
Almost could stretch the whole way. 1728 Stanton. This is a property that's owned by an estate. I did speak with Mr. Bonk, who is the attorney for the estate, this morning. I know that Mr. Pollock spoke with him as well yesterday. Apparently, and this historically, just so you know, before the owner died, was a hoarder situation. I believe actually he was found there deceased. So since that time, I believe it's been cleaned out. I don't think we've had access, although Jordan will update us on that. Mr. Bonk, the attorney for the estate, informed me this morning that there's a closing on the property today or tomorrow. He also informed me that under the Unsafe Building Act, as seller, they did follow and give the buyer a copy of the notice of the order that the board has not affirmed yet. So we haven't affirmed the order yet in this case, and the only thing I would be concerned about is that I need to make sure that the new owner gets notice now that we're aware of a closing. So after Jordan gives his update, my recommendation is going to be, unless he objects to it, would be to continue it for probably a good 3 weeks so that I can get notice to the new owner, and Linda and I will work on getting that notice to the new owner.
Good morning, Board. So after speaking with Attorney Bonk about the property, he explained the prospective buyer who is intending on closing within the next few days is a licensed, insured, and bonded contractor with the city of Hammond, and he is in attempts to rehab the property and bring it into compliance. And I do not have any objection for the 3-week time period for proper notification for the new prospective owner.
Yeah, and I guess at that point, then we're going to have to decide, the board will have to decide whether or not to move forward with the demolition order, or if the inspections department has another recommendation to not affirm the order and to just allow it to be rehabbed otherwise with permits, that's up to them. So, yeah, I think 3 weeks would be sufficient.
So October 30th?
Sounds great.
I recommend we set this for status for October 30th.
And I concur. Letter B, status for 5217 Hammond regarding the panels.
As you know, you know this property, so I'm not going to reiterate the history, but I will present some new photos that Jordan got me this morning. Tea helped. So as you can see from the photos, the panels, for the most part, have been removed, which is great news. I don't know if Jordan's heard from anybody regarding the sale of the property.
I have not heard anything regarding the sale of the property. The last update was from Mr. Hernandez stating that they're currently waiting on a larger lift so that they can continue removing the panels.
And the only thing I can report otherwise is that, as the board's aware, there is a demo order on this property, and it is going to be on the next round of properties to be bid out.
Okay. We don't need to take an action
No
today, do we,
action today?
Kevin?
It's up to inspections as to when they need a status. From my perspective, I'm just going to bid out the demo.
So do you want a status, guy? Oh, there is? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
one for the
that's
panels.
right.
That's correct, yeah.
So we already have a status, so we'll
Yeah.
just keep that. No action by the board then
Okay.
today.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Moving on to letter C, 6126 Harrison Avenue with the order to appear.
Yeah, we do have Mr. Luna, I believe, on Zoom. And I'm going to give the board kind of several, I don't know if you're coming up. Property addresses are on the top.
No more stretching.
Yeah, no more stretching. Enough stretching for one morning. All right. The last time this was in front of the board was last week. Mr. Hernandez, the contractor, appeared. He mentioned that the owner was having some financial issues to finance the remaining portion of the building. The owner was ordered to appear. I do see Mr. Luna on now. You can see the photos. The exterior looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
I think we're just concerned about what's going on with the rest of the property. So Jordan, do you want to add anything before we turn it over to Mr. Luna?
No.
Okay, just one last thing, I'm sorry. The rehab agreement did expire on July 31st, and it is under an order, a demolition order. So we'll turn it over to Mr. Luna, if you'd like to say anything.
Yes, hello, good morning. And this is for 1430 Staten?
This is for, I'm sorry,
6126
6126
Here's,
Harrison.
Okay, that's
You're
not
the
my
owner?
house.
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, Mr. Carlson's on for that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I had the wrong address. Mr. Carlson, are you on?
Hi, I am here. How's everybody doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, as far as everything on the interior, no, there are no financial issues. We're all buttoned up. So as good as the outside looks, that's kind of what our inside is. We're there. We're just pending calling our final inspection now. So that should be happening in the next day or two. So the inside is all complete and ready to go.
Okay, that's good news. You obviously have the contact information for Mr. Pollock to call for final inspections, or your contractor does?
Correct.
Okay, I guess, Jordan, you good setting it over for 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 weeks.
3 weeks to set over to check on final inspections, and then by that time, if everything's in order, we'll issue an order to rescind the demo order. Mr. Carlson, are you okay with that?
I'm good with that. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks for being on the call.
All right, I
No problem.
recommend we set this for status for October 30th.
And I concur.
Thank you.
Letter D, status for 1219 150th.
All right, 1219 150th has been problem child for some time. I think we had a 22 order on it, now we have a 24 order on it. I checked on this property, and it doesn't appear that this has been bid out. So it was bid out in 22, but it has been bid out since the 24 order. So we need to bid this out. As you can see, it's still in pretty poor shape. There has been a new owner since I think January of this year, maybe December of last year, and he did pay for the costs associated with we did get a check at closing when he bought the property. They did pay off the costs associated with their demo order. And so I'm just trying to check my notes real quick, or is it on my file? The owner's name is Marvin Antonio Gonzalez and Denora Fatima Barrera Lemus. So, and they're listed as 4139 Bering Avenue in East Chicago. So we're going to make sure that we get the notice to bid out, and then we'll bid the property out unless inspections has another,
No objection.
okay.
So no action?
I don't think any action, I didn't realize it was up for status today. I'm glad we actually addressed it. Yep,
They do have a rehab agreement posted on.
okay.
The permit, but they haven't.
They haven't called, no inspection?
Okay, so that's a good piece of information. They do have a rehab agreement and have posted a bond, but no work's been done, so we're going to bid it out. We're going to bid it out.
Okay.
Okay, we don't have to do anything. All right, moving on to letter E, status for 1021 Moss.
1021 Moss, we don't have any updated photos, but last time we were here, which wasn't too long ago, in fact, it was last week, final inspections were scheduled for today. This is the one, I believe, with Ms. Shee,
Yes.
Pearl Shee, and Mr. Hernandez appeared on her behalf, and we set it today for status on the final inspections.
Final inspections were completed on Monday by my supervisor, and he confirmed that everything has been completed in terms of scope of work, and the property is back into compliance. And we should move forward with rescinding the order to demolish.
Okay, we would request then to have an order rescind prepared. We have it. Obviously, it won't be recorded until Ms. Shee pays the costs, which is on the original demo order. What is it? Is actually listed?
43.40?
Yeah, 4340.
That's
It's
it,
due.
$43?
Yeah, 48340.
Thank you, that sounds more like it,
Yes.
483.40, sorry, didn't hear you correctly.
Okay. So I guess we just sign it. It's not signed, well, okay, we got it, Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just sign it. Okay.
Yeah, it contingent upon payment of costs, yep.
Yep, I recommend that we go ahead and sign it, recommend the approval of the payment.
And I concur. Status 7327 Chestnut.
7327 Chestnut. You should have some photos there. Last time we were here, which was in September 11th, Mr. Luter, by the way, the contractor had failed to appear. He had told Mr. Luter that he would appear, and the exterior had been approved, but we set it for status to see what was going on. Just for the board's information, the agreement to rehab expired September 13th.
We do have that, another agreement up here for Chestnut as
In
well.
the second extension, yep. So if we could request that approval,
So order to rescind.
order to rescind, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's fine, I guess I would just ask Mr. Pollack if he's okay with that, given the condition. You can see the photos, it looks
Yeah,
pretty good.
These
looks
are
good.
the photos of the final inspection, documenting that everything has been completed per the permits, and we would request that the order be rescinded.
All right, make a motion to rescind the order and also to pay the cost.
And I concur. All right, letter G, 5629 Calumet Avenue.
You should have photos there, I don't know if the owner's here today. This was last up on August 14th. I don't see Mr. Vargas online. He mentioned, you all remember this is next door to, it's the old Howard, or I think Howard Construction. It's next to the empty lot that redevelopment owns. At that time, Mr. Vargas did appear on August 14th. He mentioned that the windows were going to go in soon. There is new front brick. Salyer Plumbing was going to do a water test soon, and there was, he was going to use it for storage for his company. So I don't know if Mr. Pollack has an update other than the photos.
The contractors are currently inside the building. They're working on interior remodeling as of right now. The Salyer Plumbing, they completed the work. That's the Buffalo box that was installed in the city's right-of-way, or the city's sidewalk. I would request that this property be continued out 60 days so that we can confirm that the rest of the work has been completed with final inspections.
November 13th? Oh, 60, all right.
So a December date?
December 11th.
Okay.
Yeah, I recommend we set this for status for December 11th, 2025.
And I concur.
Thank you, board.
All right. We made it. You want eight pictures? It's there in here. Okay, moving on to number 11.
Oh, I'm sorry. We mentioned Mr. Luna. He's on video. I don't think it hit the agenda, but we're happy to address because he's on the video. So, Mr. Luna, what's that address again? I think you said it's on Stanton.
Yeah.
Hello, yes, 1430 Staten Avenue.
Okay. 1430 Stanton. Jordan, do you want to, is that,
On Monday, my supervisor confirmed that the final inspections have been completed and passed, and we would move forward with rescinding the order for this demolition.
okay, and I don't think we have that before us, but if we don't, Linda has it upstairs, so if the board would like to approve the recommendation from the inspections department, and also, of course, it's contingent upon Mr. Luna paying those costs.
All right. I recommend,
Yes, what cost would it be?
So when a demolition order is placed before the board, it's the costs of bringing it before the board, so like certified mail publication, recording of the order, things like that. It's usually somewhere right around $500, usually a little bit under.
Gotcha, okay, and when can I go pay that so I can get off the list?
Yeah, Linda from the law department will have your contact information. I think we have it in the file, and we'll be happy to email you the information, and she'll direct where you can send payment.
Sounds good, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Luna.
I recommend order to rescind and also the payment on the project.
And I concur. Okay. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 11, late rental registration hearings, letter A 2014 Davis. Oh, you just want to get the paperwork to you.
I have this for you.
Okay, what's your name, ma'am?
Imelda Morado.
Imelda Morado. Okay.
She's the owner of both?
Oh,
Okay.
go ahead. Okay, ma'am, do you want to tell us what happened while you were behind?
I wasn't behind. I have been the owner of these two properties for about 20 years. I've been doing this every single year, and I know it's due on April 15th. I have proof that I mailed that check, the application. I took copy of the application that shows March 10th.
Okay.
I did not hear anything from the city until August 8th, and the copy of the envelope and the late fee shows the date, 5 months later, to let me know that it was late and that I would be charged $500 per unit.
Can we see that?
And with no proof of when that they received the late.
I believe the issue was, did you get it registered for 2024? If
Yes.
you didn't register for 24, we couldn't register for 25.
I'm sorry, say that again?
If you didn't get it registered last year for 2024,
I did get it registered last.
our records indicate you did not.
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay. And also the issue at 2014 Davis is it still shows that there is a homestead exemption and the owners have a address in Arizona.
We have an address in Arizona because my husband has a very bad arthritis and we cannot stay here in the wintertime. And I spoke to the Lake County homestead, and they told me that as long as I spend 51% of my time here, we have the right for the homestead.
All right.
So what do you want to do there, Mr. Luter?
So this is for 25 only.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm not sure with everything that happened in the department, why it took 5 months for you to get any notification from us. But I would just recommend we waive the late fee and let them register that, because there's been no previous appeals with them.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I recommend we waive the late fees for both properties.
Thank you.
Is it the same occurrence for for 1836 Lake?
Yes.
Is it the same thing,
Right,
same
1836
circumstance?
Lake, yeah.
Both of them, yes.
Okay. All right, and I concur. Right, that's it?
That's
You
it.
good? If you want to stick around until after the meeting, we'll get you your paperwork.
Sure.
And you can go down and pay.
Yes,
Okay?
thank you. Pay what?
They didn't accept payment, so you still need to pay for 2025, right? Okay. All right, number 12, the meeting is open to the public. Chris? Chris, Chief?
Chief?
Nothing?
Anybody?
Nothing?
Oh, okay.
There's a Kelly Holston in the Zoom area. Would you like to come off mute, and do you have anything to add? Okay, all right,
I recommend adjournment.
and I concur.
Thank you, everybody.